on silent wings across an endless blue. Magpie carols and booble calls beneath the full spring moon, and the fairy wren and his followers are dancing with the fae, and Brother Kookaburra calls to the sky people to light the sun each day. Goddess of the southern land, I'm yet to know your name. I've been traveling the pathways from where my ancestors came, but now I long to hear the songlines that are singing in your veins. Goddess of the southern land, I'm yet to know your name.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Southern Hemisphere Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids online ceremony. My name is Chris. I'm in the central coast of New South Wales on the east coast of Australia, and I acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wununjini and Gurungai people. And I welcome you all to this Alban Eilir ceremony hosted by the Snotty Gobble Seed Group in Western Australia. And I'd like to introduce Pauline as our Druid 1.
Hello, I'm Pauline and I live in Wujari country at a place called Port Denison. Welcome to everyone who is seeing this today. Thank you. Acknowledgement now. Okay. I respectfully acknowledge the Yamitaji peoples as the traditional owners of the land on which we stand. I pay respect to their elders past, present and future, for they hold the memories, traditions, cultures and hopes of the Midgiji peoples. Port Denison, where I live, is in the Midwest of Western Australia. I am a bard in the order of the Bards, Ovates and Druids. I'm currently a member of the Snotty Gobble Seed Group based in Perth, and it's a great honour to present the Spring Forest ceremony. Thank you. The Midwest of WA is in Yamitaji country, and it's also known as Wujari country, one of the many tourist areas of WA, with coaches full of tourists and travellers exploring local historical buildings and spectacular wildflowers in spring. A first stop to venture from in all directions is Dongra throughout the year, with plenty of fun activities for families during the holidays. Bees and honey eaters collect nectar, the sweet sound of swifts flying back and forth from their nesting chicks with water and food. Bobtail lizards enjoy fresh flowers. Port Denison has flocks of galahs on the foreshore with seagulls nearby, with a solitary albatross resting after crossing the Indian Ocean. Always tranquil and bustling.
Good evening. My name is Dan, and I'm a member of the Blue Mountains Grove. I live in the Blue Mountains west of Sydney on land historically a gathering place for the Gundagara, Darug, and Wiradjuri people. Today I'll be taking the role of Druid 2.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Ashley. I'm on Budja of the Wajak people of the Noongar Nation, which covers the southwest of WA. I live in Mondoon country. I'm a bard and a founding member of the Silver Eyes Seed Group. I have the honour of representing North today.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jan, and I'm joining you from Malugadi country, down in that little island in the southeast of Australia. It's my pleasure to be a guest of the Snotty Gobble Seed Group today, and I have the honour of representing the East and the lady in our gathering today.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm from the Mornington Peninsula, southeast of Melbourne in Victoria, the traditional lands of the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. I am an Ovate, and today I'm honoured to be representing the role of Earth in the south.
You're muted, Tamara.
Thank you. I come to you today from the lands of the Wajak people of the Noongar Nation in the southwest of Western Australia. My home is in the semi-rural suburb of Jandakot in our capital city, Perth. I'm a bard and I'm also a founding member of the Snotty Gobble Seed Group, and it's my pleasure to be here today to represent water in the west.
Now, let us begin by the power of star and stone, by the power of the land within and without, by all that is fair and free. We welcome you to this rite of spring forest, spring equinox, of the order of Bards, Ovates and Druids.
We have come from the east and west, north and south, to be here together for this gathering.
Let us take 3 breaths together with the earth beneath us, together with the sky above us, together with the sea around us.
With the blessings of earth, sea and sky, may our ceremony begin.
O Spirit, we greet you and honor you and ask for your blessing. O Spirit of this place, O Spirit of this circle, we ask for your blessings, your guidance and your inspiration on this, our ceremony.
Let us begin by giving peace to the quarters, for without peace can no work begin. May there be peace in the south. May be there peace in the north. May there be peace in the west. And may there be peace in the east. And may there be peace throughout the whole world.
Let us join in this prayer that unites all Druids. Grant, O Spirit, thy protection, and in protection, strength, and in strength, understanding, and in understanding, knowledge, and in knowledge, the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice, the love of it, and in the love of it, the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences, the love of spirit and all goodness. Let all disturbing thoughts be laid to rest.
The circle of our horizon, of our lives and the land, of time and of the year, of seasons and of goodness, of birth and of growing, of dying and of rebirth.
Let us mark out this circle with symbols of the seasons, warmer weather and light for new plant growth. Eucalypts are budding and have fresh growth after recent wet months.
As this circle is cast, the enchantment of the apparent world subsides. We stand together in the eye of the sun, here and now, between past and future, the earth below us, the heavens above us, and the circle and the sea around us. This is sacred time. This is sacred space.
Now let us bless this circle with water and fire.
May our circle be blessed with the element of water.
May our circle be blessed with the element of fire.
We gather as equals in our physical form here upon the earth. Each presence is a blessing, and with each breath we take, we breathe light and life into the circle.
Let the four directions be honored, and let the gateways to the quarters be opened, that their power and radiance might enter our circle for the good of all beings.
We call to the north and the element of fire, to whose colours remind us of bushfires and of rebirth. We welcome your wisdom in action, passion, drive, and enthusiasm, the sacred inner fire that brings wisdom. The northern land from Carmarthen is traditionally known as the neck of water, where the Gascoyne River meets the sea. Known for its banana plantations, fruits, vegetables, and growing sea salt, blowholes on the shoreline are popular. Visits to the artesian well and the astronomy centre attracts tourists. From Carmarthen on the west coast to where the Murchison River begins in the east, just above Meekatharra, reptiles, lizards, snakes, and scorpions, birds such as the wedge-tailed eagles, crows and ravens, parrots and emus, flock all to water holes and riverbanks, along with kangaroos on the red earth with rocky outcrops, hills and gorges. Mining and pastoral land with cattle fills much of this part of the Midwest of WA. There are many wildflowers, although some are inaccessible. Eucalyptus trees grow on flat ground and in steep hills.
We call upon the powers of the east and the element of air, to the hawk of dawn. We welcome your wisdom in communication, clarity of mind, focused attention, and the sacred breath of spirit. Meekatharra, traditionally known as the place of little water, is a town that has a thriving community bordering the desert to the east. Along the main highway are Mount Magnet, which has a hill nearby with the traditional name of Camping Place, and Kew. These are smaller mining towns with the larger town of Sandstone standing in the desert region. Throughout this area, kangaroos roam freely, outside of the station fencing. Many kinds of birds find water, including the Australian black swans. Wildflowers can be seen along the highway and inland. Emus move to cooler temperatures for spring and summer. They are always wherever wildflowers grow for springtime. Tall fences impede the trails emus use to follow, and they can travel up to 1,000 kilometres between hot and cooler climate zones. The earth can be orange to dark ruby red, creeping into desert sands. Here is the habitat of many reptiles and scorpions, and there's high salinity in arid parts, especially when there is less annual rainfall. Farming is generally cattle and sheep, and many goats thrive out in the bush. The eucalyptus trees are sparse, they do grow very well.
We call to the south and the element of earth, below the Southern Cross, to enter the pathways of this land. We welcome your wisdom of the light, soils and rolling hills, your knowledge and presence. Yalgul, known traditionally as the place of blood, as the local Yalguru bush has blood red sap. Yalguru is a traditional name for Yalgu, a mixture of big and smaller towns, farms and mines surround the town. Karnamar is traditionally as the water at the rock, after the local springs. Penjori is the traditional name known of the rock hole or the water hole. 3 springs traditionally named for the 3 freshwater springs, the three water holes. An attractive local eucalyptus rhodantha tree is called the rose mallee. Certain eucalypts are multi-rooted with multiple branches. They are called mallee. Throughout this area, the wildflowers are prolific, as are the bird life, including nocturnal birds. There are pink lakes through parts of this area, caused by algae and the high salt content in the water.
We call to the west and the element of water, to the salmon of wisdom who moves between the worlds. We welcome your wisdom of the depths, the emotions, the worlds of dream and inner journeys, and the source of all being. Along the coast from Dongara up to Carnarvon. Dongara and Port Denison are twin towns known traditionally as the place of sea lions or meeting place of seals. The Wadadi tribe named this area as the tribe came down from the north every year for shady trees in the hottest months and for their seafood. Dongara are first stop for international and national travellers before travelling north or inland. A few hours sightseeing with some using local accommodation. Fishing and many activities are available. Scenic walks overlooking the ocean and the town is popular. Seabirds, swifts, willy wagtails, parrots, eagles and kookaburras visit or live here all year round. Historical recorded the first gold rush of WA being short-lived. Minganoo, known traditionally as Minyanu, the place of many ants and flies, or Minanu, the place of many waters. A coal seam was found near the town, now closed. The rolling hills reclaimed by such snakes and lizards with many birds. The natural spring pools were the home for West Australian black swans. Astronomy nights are during warmer months near the town. Good farming land surrounds the town of Minganoo. Morawa, with the traditional name, means dalgite. This is a small burrowing marsupial similar to the bilby. Wildflowers grow abundantly and the wreath flower, Leschenoltia macrantha, stand out against the red or orange earth. Bird life is varied and the bobtail lizards may be spotted in the undergrowth. Greenough, known traditionally as Bulunga, means where the pelicans rest and fresh water. A coastal town surrounded by farming, wildflowers and seabirds, with a wildlife park and historic limestone buildings. The city of Geraldton is a cosmopolitan, thriving hub, ever growing. Cruise ships dock here. Passengers and visitors alike take day trips to Kalbarri National Park, with road junction going north, south and east. Dolphins and whales rest a while at times in the bay. Malawa, traditionally known as Swan and place of fog, with a carpet of wildflowers and the spectacular wreath flowers that only grow on disturbed earth. Malawa is just east of Geraldton. This area includes mining. Kalbarri does not have a traditional name. This town is named after an editor The views along the ocean are spectacular, and in the Kalbarri National Park, the Murchison River meandering down the gorges and rocky outcrops, with panoramic of wildflowers through the day, wedge-tailed eagles soar over the vastness throughout the day. This keeps smaller birds quietly within the leafy eucalypts and local bushes. As the eagle leaves the area, there is much twittering and flittering around by the smaller birds. Interest is high, especially for the wildflowers. School holiday adventures with whale and dolphin watching. Shark Bay, Monkey Mire, and Dirk Hartog Island are just below Carnarvon, where many people swim with the dolphins. Snorkeling and diving are popular, as is photographing sea creatures. Coral reefs with many types of fish. The scenery and sunsets are stunning. We have gone full circle from Carnarvon and returned.
Thank you. May the harmony of our circle be complete. A poem by Deborah, Spring Equinox Invocation for the Midwest of WA. At this time of balance, when day and night stand equal, we turn to the land around us and listen to its song. The red earth breathes beneath our feet, gorges cut deep with memory, and eucalypts rise on flats and steep hills alike, stretching towards the light. Spring awakens, wildflowers burst forth in hidden places, a rainbow the land keeps close to its heart, rose mallee and black swan. Pink lakes reflecting the sky show us beauty in stillness and change. Life gathers at the waterholes, emus in their flocks, kangaroos bowing to drink, parrots flashing green and scarlet, ravens and crows pulling balance into the air. The great wedge-tailed eagle soars above, keeper of vision and sky road. From stone and shadow, lizards, snakes and scorpions stir, reminders of resilience and of the mysteries that live between light and dark. Here at Equinox, we honour the turning from dark into light, from rest into growth. We honour balance between earth and sky, wing and root, sun and moon, night and day. Spirits of this country, we give thanks for renewal of the gift of life returning, for the promise of abundance. May our hearts rise like that eagle, our steps be steady upon the red earth, and our voices join with the wind to sing the song of spring. So it is.
I proclaim the festival of Alban Eilir, the light of the earth, at the time of the spring equinox.
I proclaim the symmetry of day and night.
I proclaim the equilibrium of summer and winter.
I proclaim the time of natural balance.
Glory to the shining ones, our hosts of the skies.
Glory to the powers of the green earth and its waters.
Glory to the powers of sun and moon.
Glory to the powers of the other world and the inner darkness.
Now are day and night in perfect balance. We stand at the threshold of dark and light. Today each one of us shall pass through the doorway as we enter the right half of the year. Behold, the Mabon approaches as the harbinger of spring.
With the symbol of the season, I offer you the symbol of Alban Eilir, the butterfly.
We thank the Mabon for this gift, signifying living powers of the three bars of light in the seeds of flowers that spring up in the footprints of the Lady Caradwyn.
I offer to this circle and for this celebration these flowers, symbol of the spring of the everlasting flower. We thank the rising powers of light. There is one who stands outside of our circle. She is the Lady Caradwyn, and I ask her now to enter so that we bid her welcome.
I come to bear the offering of plenty to this circle. At this time of equal day and night, I bring the seeds and the wine of the earth, seeds which have grown and wine that is ripe from the nether years. These are the gifts for you, the leaders and guardians who have kept and give the seeds of knowledge, the wine of the wise.
At the time of equinox, we ask and give thanks for the blessings of the sacred time of the year, that we welcome the promise of rebirth, the blessing of the goddess, and the guidance and intuition. We will now meditate. Begin by relaxing, breathing with your feet on the ground. Imagine you are in the outback near the town of Minningu for the evening before spring equinox. Just before dusk, settling down on chairs, cushions and rugs on the ground, with a picnic meal and hot or cold beverages. You have brought a tent for the night, perhaps. The sun is gliding downward towards the western horizon. Notice the birds are quietly settling in the few trees and bushes close by. Dusk with beautiful colours of reds, pinks and golds of the sun as it disappears below the horizon, surprisingly quicker in the warmer months of the year. As you look skyward while enjoying your picnic meal on the ground, leaning on a cushion. A twinkling of stars is appearing as the sky darkens. Recognizing some stars above, a gentle breeze freshens up the senses after a warm day. As the backdrop darkens, more bright stars and some planets come into view as you look skyward through the night. In the early morning hours, notice the vision of a camera lens opening up below the Milky Way as it's expanding and becoming denser with so many stars, all brilliant white and breathtakingly beautiful. Hearing the silence and gentle low hum of the earth and the universe. After a time, the lens closes and the masses of stars become invisible again, leaving the few still seen in the night sky. Resting and waiting for the break of dawn after a wonderful experience of being in the outback with a blanket of stars across the darker backdrop of the night sky. Slowly the sky changes, lightening. Birds begin awakening and fluttering around in nearby trees. Darkened clouds on the eastern horizon appear, with 3 beams of light upward and outward far into the sky, breaking the darkness as the dawn of the sun peaks above the horizon. Birds are vocal, even chicks in their nests are awake and hungry. Light begins to flood across the ground towards you, and the blue sky is rising, with the sun becoming visible above ground level. The first sunlight heralds the spring equinox of this year. Stirring, feeling elated with the renewal of balance and of light. Silently, butterflies unfurl their wings in the warm light, resting as they slowly move their wings, and then to dance from flower to flower in the warmth of daybreak. The time of butterflies is today. Spring equinox has arrived. When you are ready, move your fingers and toes. Stretch if you wish. Being present here and now. Thank you.
Father, Son, Spirit.
Mother, moon, body.
Wake and cross into the light.
As the seeds are sown in earth, so they are sown in our hearts, in our minds, and in our lives.
Let us each speak of that which they now wish to seed in their own lives.
I speak for the seed of life, now and forever. Be renewed.
May the warmth and light of the growing days bring seed into fruit.
I speak for the blessings of water, the power of love, now and forever. Be blessed.
It is the hour of recall. As the fires die down, let it be relit in our hearts. May our memories hold what the eye and ear have gained. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow.
May the spirits of the four directions be thanked for their blessings.
With the blessing of the Southern Cross and the coal sack nebula of the starry heavens, the brown snakes and the burrowing marsupials, and all the creatures of the deep fruitful earth, we give thanks to the powers of the South.
With the blessings of the dolphins and whales that are the source of wisdom, and all the creatures of the sacred waters, we give thanks to the powers of the West.
With the blessing of all the reptiles of the warm spring sun, and all the creatures who remind us of times of fire and regeneration, we give thanks to the powers of the North.
With the blessing of the swift who sings in the morning light, and all creatures moving through the clear, pure air, we give thanks to the powers of the East.
May the harmony of the land be complete.
May the blessing of the Great Spirit be always with us. I declare this ceremony of spring equinox is closed in the apparent world. May its inspiration continue within our beings. Let's proceed now in the path of the sun.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. So everybody have a wonderful season, whichever hemisphere you're in, and farewell from me.
Have a wonderful equinox wherever you may find yourself. Thank you so much for having me. See you later.
Equinox blessings, one and all. Thank you, Pauline, for asking me to be part of this equinox ritual today.
Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, North and South, have a wonderful equinox. Thank you, Pauline, for inviting us to your ritual. Have a good week.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming along to our Alban Eilir Ostara ritual.
Thank you to everyone for the spring equinox, and may the whole season be rich for us all. And I thank you, and thank you, Dan, and thank you, Chris, Tamara, Ashley, Sarah, and Jan. Thank you, one and all.
Better unmute. Thanks everyone for joining us for this Alban Eilir ceremony, and sending equinox blessings to our brothers and sisters north and south. And we bid you farewell.
Goddess of the southern land, I'm yet to know your name. I've been traveling the pathways from where my ancestors came. But now I long to hear the songlines that are singing in your veins. Goddess of the southern land, I'm yet to know your name. Goddess of the southern land, I'm yet to know your name. I've been traveling the pathways from where my ancestors came, but now I long to hear the songlines that are